J interacting to wow. Season 5, episode 16 of Angel. Last episode was not a time. It was not an event for me. Actually. It was a crazy time for my sanity because we're back to our all-men cast. And Fred and Wesley are done. They didn't even start. And Charles is done dirty. Angel and Spike are they're gonna be feeling this loss for real. And I don't know how Lauren's gonna handle it because you saw how crazy he went on Eve. I think what could really piss me off, or maybe what could really make me better, is having Harmony at least be a central cast member at this point. Anyways, let's dive in. Not her looking like oh I got teeth. Yeah.
My name.
How you know? So she's like blue.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he was actually about to kill her? I don't think he's gonna do that because we're gonna need, they wouldn't kill her off right after.
Oh. Now I remember.
Oh, so she's unkillable. Crazy.
Winifred Burkle is the shell I'm in.
Go back.
Them contacts.
Sleep until the humans are gone.
Is out? Yup, scared. It's like that Miley Cyrus meme.
Really overrun by humans. And I have work to do.
Not another demon trying to control this world. We already did it with Jasmine. Can you sit the fuck down, blue highlighter?
Thousands would have died if we'd saved her.
Yeah. We know.
Yeah. She wouldn't have wanted that. Very far away.
Now I'm trying to
What does
change
that
the
mean?
mood. What?
Really? It's a play on perspective. Gone. What does it mean that she's gone? Death doesn't have to be the end. Not in our world.
Yeah.
Rules can be broken.
Well, we already got the
All you have
broken.
to do.
For drinks all the
Oh my gosh, she
once. And if
she my
Poindexter had
friends.
anything to do with hurting her, then I'm in for a big fat pound of flesh.
Yeah, let's eat. Let's eat. This bitch laughing. Slit the throat.
I'm sorry.
Slit the throat.
It's just, it's not what you think.
Slit the throat.
Gone.
You don't know that.
Wait, I'm confused. It looks like Fred, but it's not?
She's so much more than that now.
Why is he still talking though?
Beyond flesh. She's the only one that was worthy.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're worthy of the death.
Wes,
Yep. End it.
We need him. I know how you feel.
No, we don't. This piece of shit in his seat. Shoot him.
She's gone. Not your fault.
Yeah, but
If
how
I
could we?
concentrated harder and read him better,
It's
maybe
not
There's a
your
lot we might have done.
Yeah.
Alright, starting with never coming to Wolfram and Hart.
That's not completely true.
Yeah, because you signed it? I'd rather mention
Played around
that.
a pinata with Lab Boy while you were gone. The sarcophagus was stuck in customs, and it should have stayed there, but
There ain't no Fred
There's no
sake.
Fred anymore.
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
don't know that.
he does.
I watched it gut her from the inside out. Everything she was is gone somewhere.
That's so
We'll
chick.
find it and we'll put it back where it belongs. Then we'll make every son of a bitch who had a hand in this pay.
This whole building,
We're
burn
on
it
the same
down.
page,
Willow
like
is on
Protect.
vacation.
Any idea where she's headed?
What y'all call it?
Hey! Come back here, you little...
Kill him.
Oh my god.
See? Damn. At the workplace?
I knew you'd come for me. Close to my heart, according to the ancient ways. That's why you were called to me. We're bound together.
Yeah, you're bound for death.
Oh, I left it.
Yeah, we could say that to every other
I'm
day.
sorry. There's nothing I can do about that.
What do you mean she's not on this plane? You just said
She's not on the
astral
phone.
projection. Well, is there any way to get her astral over to LA? Giles, this is an emergency.
Not Giles.
Never a picture around when you need one.
I'm
It'll
sorry.
work out. It has to.
Giles said, bitch.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh my god.
Yeah? I understand. We're on our own.
Oh my god.
Is that it?
She wrote it. Hello?
I was beginning to wonder if this world was void of your kind.
Plenty of us to go around, huh?
Oh, not the whole nation. She's about to kill. Told you she's about to do something. Oh my god.
Take her!
Oh no, now her slowing time down. Still falling. I'm sleep. I'm sleep.
Maybe if I stopped her back in Gunn's
Did
office?
she toss you out a window?
No.
Then you're one up on me. What do you got?
Smoke and mirrors.
No trace of either of them.
Like she was moving really fast.
Wally West.
Oh, we were
can I
moving very
say?
slow. Right, she's super strong and she can alter time.
That's not fair.
It makes it complicated. It doesn't change what we need to do. Wes,
I can't believe this shit.
Thought somehow was supposed to track Fred, or Illyria, or whatever the hell that thing was?
just do it. That's all.
Maybe she really is.
No,
She is.
I lost Cordelia because some thing violated her.
Yeah, we just got another one.
Inside.
You lopsided grin. Stop totally playing it.
Oh my god, now I just going
You
crazy.
clearly think he was fooling.
All of
All
us.
of us. Wes!
I mean, I thought you were gonna prop it open.
Stop it! Wes!
I thought you were gonna actually prop it open.
The markings refer to a series of concussively timed intervals.
What about missed calls?
Miss?
Knox couldn't have erased him if he didn't have his lady phone on him.
Ah, yes. Miss Burkle, how is she?
Don't worry about how is she.
You want to get real straight with me real fast.
Of course. The sarcophagus contained the essence of an old one. A race of ancient demons dead and buried for millions of years in a place called the Deeper Vault.
Then take it back. Everything you put in my head, the law, all the knowledge, take it back. Everything.
You can't.
Take more. Leave me a vegetable. I don't care. Just bring her back.
For better or worse, you made a deal, Mr. Gunn. I suggest you learn to live with it.
Right, we living with that.
About her soul. Is it true? What did you do, Charles?
I couldn't go back. To being just the muscle,
Of the group.
I didn't think it would be one of us.
Now that.
You let her die.
Well, we couldn't die. Oh no. Oh!
I'm less forgiving about that.
Oh my
Hell
god.
did you do?
Morgans, he'll probably live.
Wow.
Make it all right. Nothing is all right. Nothing will ever be all right.
We're certain.
What about Gunn?
He let the sarcophagus into Wolfram and Hart. What he
All of
There's a
them.
way to save Fred,
Anything.
but only if thousands of others died in her place.
Where do you go?
What'd you get out of the doctor?
Screams, various fluids.
Oh.
And a name.
Peace.
What does that mean?
Death.
It's her temple. This is where she was supposed to be resurrected.
Another temple.
That's Illyria.
In its native form. It's still here.
Oh, you think I would have remembered seeing something like this parked next
Oh,
to the
for real,
Ralphs?
for
It's out
real.
of phase with our time stream. Only Illyria can open the gateway.
The gateway's blocked.
I was afraid of that.
I'm afraid you need the
Wolfram and
back.
Hart probably threw a lock on it.
I guess they beefed up. But not to worry. Brought my skeleton
They beefed up.
just
Okay.
in case.
Like, Charles gets beat up last episode and then gets stabbed this episode. Like, is it a Charles beatdown epigenza?
Because I was weak.
I knew this was going to backfire once he
Because
asked.
I wanted to be somebody that I wasn't. Because 1,000 other reasons that don't mean a damn because she's gone. She's gone. And I'm sorry.
Like, you know, I gave Wesley leeway when he took Connor. I'm going to have to give Charles some leeway, too. Because he didn't think it was, he didn't know what it was. Like, they make it sound like he knew. I mean, did he know what it was? I don't think he did. Bones. Oh, Lord.
Why?
You want the short version? Let's start with you walking around looking like the woman you murdered.
You think your actions will restore her?
But it's a hell of a lot better than what came before.
Oh.
And if it comes down to a choice between you and him, then yes.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Wesley. Or, who did it? Thank you, Wesley. Wesley gonna shoot.
Were you even...
You've destroyed my Quahazan.
We don't
Yeah,
care.
okay. But you gotta admit, you had it coming.
For real.
Convince me that
She just spinning. Oh my gosh, she gets her. Nothing about to touch.
What's the rush?
Oh, how did he do that? Wesley.
My army will rise. This world will be mine once again.
Girl, this army ain't nowhere in sight, Bookie. Bookie. We said church. We showing everybody like a church. Bottles at the bottles. Drinking too we. Oh, he ate that up. Don't eat that up, Wesley. Don't eat that up, Wesley. That's crazy.
Now you know how I feel.
I knew he was gonna say. I see. I was waiting. Okay, wait a minute. She just vanished. Okay, Wesley, we have to go back.
It's off for us. We need to close the gateway to Illyria's temple. Permanently. I don't want any more surprises.
I'll be in the lab.
There's no words, no vibes. Like, we ruined our dynamic by the end of the season.
Long day.
What's happening here?
This
Fred
place
gave her life for it.
cannot be trusted.
Least I can do is get what's left of mine. And it's gonna be a hell of a lot bigger than Illyria.
Where?
Things are gonna get ugly.
Where, though? Yeah, hers.
You grieve still
Why is this bitch
for a
in
single
here?
life.
Why is she still here? Like,
Why are you here?
it looks familiar.
Was part of the shell.
Don't call her.
Right, you disrespectful, honestly. Yeah,
The shell.
we just told you not to call her that.
Winifred Burkle.
You remembered. Not to try to get his hopes up, like,
Then her brain collapsed. Electrical spasms channeled into my function system.
leave. Like, you
I
gotta
know where to go.
find it, bitch. Find a way.
My kingdom is long dead.
Who cares, girl?
I become overwhelmed. I'm unsure of my place.
Your place is with the rest of your people, dead and turned to ash.
Right.
Why him, though? Like, y'all just so demented. I hate y'all. I really do.
If I abide, is there anything in this life but grief?
Yeah.
There's love.
With the stars above my head,
Oh, no.
dream of a place called home.
Are y'all serious?
And I make my bed with the stars.
You know, they almost had me with this final scene, but you know, you're not getting that from me. You're not getting it here, because I don't even know what to say. Like, this is demented. Now, I know they're not going to obviously write her off, but y'all should have just did that. Like, y'all should have just had her be a villain. Like, this is as if Warren killed off Tara, and then they said, you know, I lost myself. I was so consumed by power. Is there a way for you to help me? And then they're like, okay. Basically, it's like Andrew, but with the person that actually did the killing. Andrew did help with that degree, but Warren actually killed a couple people in Buffy, and he died automatically. But that's like if he killed Tara and that lady, and they knew, and then they were more mad at the other person, and then said, I can help you because you were able to see the last memories of Tara. No. I can't, like, I just feel like I just didn't know what to do with Fred, so I just killed her off, because I actually don't have thoughts. Like, I know I say all the time, like, I have no thoughts. I actually have no thoughts for this episode, because this episode was just a wrap up of blaming Charles. Like, I don't think Charles knew the extremity of what this casket was. Like, he signs things off all the time. But once again, it brought back my point that I've said before, where they all got comfortable with just letting things happen. Remember a couple episodes ago, they said, okay, well, let's send off rockets to blow this up and this and this and this up. Or we got helicopters. Remember they were comfortably saying that? it showed they didn't care about other people. They cared about them. Because he was like, Charles is sitting here saying that he was signing this off. He didn't care if he didn't know it was going to touch Fred. So if it touched somebody else in the Wolverine heart, he probably wouldn't give a fuck. They probably would not care. They would have probably tried to figure out a way to eradicate it and have no connection to it. But due to it touching their own, they woke up. Because they've been comfortably relying on the Wolverine heart as this like place that has some type of complications. This place is demented. This place has a lot of nicks and crannies that villains are able to slip through easily. And this was the first time it came and snapped them in the fucking back. Like, we always seen them see these nick and crannies from the outside, like, oh, Darla coming back, or Jasmine coming out. Like, we've seen them witness things where they obviously couldn't control this, but they could have controlled this. And they didn't. Because they become so reliant on relying on the Wolverine heart to be this sacred ground of protection. And Wolverine heart has all this technology and all this advancement and all this knowledge. Yet none of it could help them. They got outsmarted by their own employee. Because they got comfortable with just letting the Wolverine heart float them to victory. They thought that, oh, well, we can just manipulate this and this and this. They didn't know anything. Wesley got the text of knowledge. They don't talk to each other. They have their own little sections. They don't talk to each other about none of this stuff. This group has been hella divided. And then we're doing a blaming game. Everybody has something to blame with. If we never took this opportunity, we have never came into this part. We have never come into this. Charles, for 2 seasons, been dealing with this. He thinks he's weak. He thinks he's not weak. We think he's the least important person in the group. The only thing he does is bring muscle to the table. Well, Spike brings muscle to the table. You don't see him complaining about it. He happily will love to fight and do chaos. Like, that's what he is. He's himself. He's blunt. He don't care. That's him. He's okay with it. I don't understand why Charles really just signed this paper to get knowledge. And even if the case, I'm not even going to really come at him for knowledge, because this is kind of like a repeating cycle of season 3 where Wesley betrayed the group. Charles technically didn't betray the group because it wasn't like he knew that these people were specifically going to come for Fred. He didn't know that. This man probably signed off other stuff, just like how they sign shit up. They sign stuff. People be able to sneak in. They signed Eve working for them. They didn't even know. Like, there's people that sign shit every day. Is he supposed to know everything? Hell, if he's signing something, if he signed it, would it not go through somebody else? And then what they should have done is their organization skills up. So if he signed something that has a historic text to it, and when they went to Wesley, because Wesley got the book of every knowledge in a book, they could have done research on it. But instead, they sent it to a science lab who has no knowledge of anything, when Wesley has the book of knowledge text. He can open up a book and be like, what is this? And it'll show up. The order is messed up. They just did whatever. But instead, we're going to do the blame game on Charles as if he knew right from as soon as he signed that document that somebody was going to get messed up and it was going to be our group. Now, I can blame him for withholding it, but he only withheld it for a couple hours. He didn't, he knew that due to him signing it, it was able to come in here. But let's be honest, it was going to resurrect somewhere anyway. I just hate that this is just too much, because Charles already feels like he's nothing. He already feels like he's literally useless in a group. Only thing he can bring is muscle. Then he gets something that he feels like is making him worthy. He loses it, has to give up his whole identity to get it back, to then realize that him being so selfish, who actually put himself first, is leading to one of his friends dying, and then people blame him for it. And then he gets beat up by himself because he wanted to achieve better. I don't like that. This is the only black character we really got that central, and he's getting beat the fuck up for so many things, while no one else really got this big beat up. Like, yes, I'm not going to say that Charles was, like, what he did was good, but he barely did things compared to other people. Like, it's probably one of the worst things he probably done. That was it. Signing the paper? Okay. But he didn't know he thought, like, he did this because he wanted to be better. And yet, it's like, he loses his friends, potentially, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it might, if he do lose his friends, it's not going to last too long because the season's about to wrap. But he gets blamed for wanting to be better and wanting to be worthy of the group. And then or now he feels like he did this for nothing because it doesn't even matter. You know, like I don't. Like, is it a slap back in his face for being so reliant and lenient on the Wolfram and Hart that they end up giving him the biggest fuck you ever? That's just crazy. I just don't like that. He's stabbed, and he also has to grieve his friend while they're looking at him like he's the devil incarnate. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving too much leeway to Charles. I don't know. And with Wesley, he's violent for shooting people up. I don't care. I think that at this point, they wanted us to be so bad, but you're leaning into it. Giles and them is not helping us. We only rely on each other, and we cannot keep giving these people chances. If Angel can't kill him so he can fulfill the prophecy, let somebody else do it. Wesley has surpassed that innocence where he give people a chance. Sadly, he's given that lady a chance, which he shouldn't have. And I hate that we're forced to watch this Fred that's not Fred be able to learn how to live a life. And I guess I can't blame her because she's not the one that deliberately looked into getting Fred. It was Knox. So I can't really blame her for being lost and finding out that she's brought back into a shell that she didn't even ask for, and then finding out that her home isn't there. So she's brought back with nothing, kind of like that. But who cares, man? Like, she took Fred, and then you just sit there with this sick feeling of Fred was screwed regardless. Like, Fred was literally screwed ever since she left that house. She left that house to go to college, goes into a portal, becomes a slave for 5 years, comes back and dies. She was just destined to die at this point. She wanted to be Doe and she couldn't even do that. I just can't. And it's just bittersweet because you have the actress still in the show playing this new dynamic, but she's not Fred. And then you have to adapt to this girl that's not Fred after you just finally saw some stuff of Fred that you never saw before within seasons. Like, damn, that's crazy. Y'all finally show us her family after they didn't show up for 2 seasons. Crazy, right? Finally to see her house, and we didn't wait seasons for it, just for her to die. It's crazy to me. It's just crazy. Like, she was just destined to be screwed. I mean, the good thing is the makeup was amazing. Like, how she was able to shift her voice is amazing. The fighting scene was nice. Her abilities is cool. Knox is dead, which is a plus because he was not lasting past Wesley. Wesley was not doing it. And maybe now we can finally see the Wolfram and Hart is definitely not worthy, and we can finally distance ourselves. I need them by the end of the season to quit. And I feel like with Lauren, he's definitely leaving because he's already detached. Like, he hasn't even helped with this whole thing this whole time. It hit him the hardest because him and her were the closest, if anything. But yes. Anyway, that's my season 5, episode 6 reaction Angel. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more interactions. Patreon link below for Angel, Teen Wolf Charmed, and Sailor Moon reactions. Truly believe to see when I upload. Until next time, make sure you be safe. Peace.